Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do a worksheet. I have this right here, and I've taped my paper next to my worksheet. This is at an angle on my desk. So let's see it right there is at an angle. I actually have rigged some foil underneath. You do not have to do that. I, however, am at home over carpet, so I'm trying to protect it. Then you're gonna need some charcoal. Now, I have willow, and mine is a square, but this is actually willow or vine. I can't remember which one. You'll also want some compressed. Now, you'll be surprised if your compressed is little, it doesn't matter. It still will do a great job. So I have some compressed like that. Also have a piece of chunk. And then you're gonna want some white charcoal. So it might be in a pencil form, maybe it's in a stick. You're also going to want a pencil sharpener if you're using a charcoal pencil. Oop, speaking of charcoal pencil, I have one of these too. So you might want one of these. And then you're going to want some erasers. So I have one that is more of a small eraser, and then I also have a bigger eraser. You'll probably want both. You'll also want a paper towel or Kleenex. In this case, I'm using toilet paper. And so what I'm gonna do first, I'm looking at my drawing and there's two parts. So I have a value scale that is in sections, and then I have a graduated value scale. I want to show both. So first step, I'm going to divide up my paper. And this is how I'm gonna, okay, it's probably about right there. Right about there. Okay, that's not perfect, but we're gonna roll with it. Okay, so like that, right that. I'm probably ish right about here. I'm gonna get my ish mark right here. So I'm just using Vine. Okay, so I have my guidelines, and this is kind of about an inch or so. I'm gonna take my darkest value. I'm gonna go ahead and plug him in. So the chunk smears. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the compressed, boop. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put him in. We're looking for a 5-part value scale. So up here is white, we got black, and then we have 3 middle grays. I'm gonna use my compressed. And what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna want to use the white up top. If you want to, you can actually go in and go ahead and put that in there since you know it's gonna be there. Okay, voila. Okay, now, since I'm not really big on this stuff smeared, I'm gonna use some Vine. And there is my next level gray. And then I'm gonna have another gray right here. And it looks like this one's too much. You can just work it back and forth until you get the gray that you want. Okay, I think I'm happy. I'm going to work my way up from here and here now. So I'm gonna do the same thing. up here, what I'm gonna do, because I really need this to be lighter, I'm gonna take this away. I'm gonna work my way back and forth. I'm pushing up that way, like this, because if I come this way, I'm gonna race back into my darkness, because I know I can always lift my eraser. Okay, now what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to add in my white at the very top. I'm gonna hit it one more time with the eraser up in here, a little bit like that. I'm gonna take some Kleenex toilet paper, paper towel, go like that. And then I'm gonna pop it with my white. Now I'm using stick because I like it better than the pencil, but either one will work. It's just my personal preference, and you can choose to do whichever one you want. Say try them both and see which one you like. So what we're doing is we're depending on the gray of the paper to carry our midtones. And I'm just laying it in with hatching going down. So just one way to do this. And then I'm going to mesh them together with the only problem that I'm finding is that when I do this, you see the white starting to fall, like little pieces of white. So you have to kind of be aware of it. Do not smear it. In a second, I'm gonna tap it. And it's gonna irritate me. I'm just gonna fill that in right there. And then I'm gonna fill this in. There we go. I'm gonna take a clean paper towel, and I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna go this way. So now I'm pushing it back in this way, kind of flicking it, and it's starting to work. I'm gonna take this, and then I can go back and touch up that. Like so. Okay, there's your value scale. Next, we're moving on to here and here.